There we go. Cool. I was wondering, like, what the fuck is taking so long? All right, let me make sure this is popping up. Hi, buddy. Hi. Why did you just randomly sit up out of nowhere? All right, so let's change this to... Oh, what's up? Gonna sit up here? Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Why would you wait until my stream starts to want to do this? Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Get in bed. My headphones. My headphones. Wait. Jesus, buddy. You literally waited until I clicked start streaming. All right, let me change the category. Honkai. Sorry, guys, I'm still a little sick. When am I not sick? That's a good question. All right. I got Fairly Odd Parents on in the background, so that's my bad. Reload player. Your video download was canceled. Please try again. Okay, hold on. Let's see. It says mobile live dashboard is working. All right, cool. Sick. So I'm just gonna go with what my phone says. Let's see what the YouTube one looks like. The YouTube one did not change. Let's see. It was supposed to change, but it did not. So that's a little annoying. But that's okay. We'll just change all of the stuff here. Edit. No, we'll just leave it the way it is. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, today's just going to be a boring stream. I am playing some Honkai Star Rail. Whatever. Ignore me. Ignore me. We don't really have much to yap about today. We could. But, you know, it's Monday. I was like, who's really trying to do all that, you know? I just wanted to hop on stream and play. Little Chinese gacha game. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This is something I've been wanting to yap about for a while. Hold on. Discard one component. Hell no. Discard one component. Obtain 6 components. Yeah, I don't want a scepter, so... Which one am I getting rid of? Let's get rid of this one, the amplifier. Hell yeah! Okay, amplification 20. Anyway, so something that has been happening with me that I really wanted to talk about, right? Is I was yapping with Plank about this today. As you guys know, producer Plank. We were talking about the podcast and like some other stuff, and I was telling him the lack of time that I have. Like, really, like in a full day, I'll probably have like 2 or 3 hours, right? After waking up before I have to get ready to go to work, right? And then I'll go to work for like a whole 8-hour day, 8-9 hours gone, almost 10 hours gone in traffic, right? Including traffic, sorry. Come back home and I've got maybe like 1 or 2 hours before I need to go to sleep in order to wake up at a decent time for the next day, if that makes sense, right? Right? Grandpa issues. So I was trying to figure out like, how do I like get out of that cycle? And he was saying, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like when you were doing the 15-hour like Uber days and stuff like that, you know, you were more consistent with putting out content. I'm like, exactly, right? So it becomes difficult because as an adult, and this is one of my least favorite things about being an adult, I wish somebody had told me and I didn't really figure out until maybe like my late 20s, right? Is that as you age, you just naturally gain more responsibilities, unfortunately. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it because it just happens naturally. Like you end up getting more bills to pay because you get a nicer house or you get a nicer place to live or you get a nicer car or something like that. Like you get lifestyle creep, right? Okay, cool, understandable. But then you add like a relationship in there, right? So now you got a whole nother person that has these expectations of you of things that you should and should not be doing, or I guess like they would like you to do, but you kind of got your own thing going on, if that makes sense. So now as you're progressing, you just naturally get more shit. Whether it be financial, whether it be time, because you just involve more people in your life. You know, you get a significant other, they want you to spend time with them. Now that takes away from something else that you were doing, right? Then you have to potentially invest more time in them, you know, and then as that happens, maybe you decide to develop a family. That's even more time, you know what I mean? God forbid you got a career that requires a ton of your time, because you're already sending 8 hours of your day to the job you already have. And that's if you have a job. Like if you're somebody like, you know, who has their own business or is a you know, self-employed or something like that, then you're already kind of behind, you know what I mean? So it just, I don't know, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way that shit has been happening, and I don't want it to, like, but then that's progress, you know what I mean? That's progress in your life, and you're just naturally going to make progress. If you don't, you stay stagnant forever, and if you stay stagnant forever, it's like, are you even growing as a human being? So it's just kind of something I've been thinking about. It's a little stupid. I wish I had thought about it a long time ago. So, but that's just me. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I don't have the multi-chat up today, so I have no idea if anybody's actually chatting. And the real problem with me having to do this like 10 p.m. to midnight shift shit is because that's the only available time I have. And it's just not a very good time period for me. I'm thinking like maybe I might take a break from trying to stream, but I do enjoy the chat aspects of it, obviously, because, you know, I get to hang out with you guys. I get to, you know, shoot the shit back and forth. I mean, but then again, some of you guys be watching the stream the next day and you're like, damn, I wish I could have tapped in. But just being able to watch the stream for some people is just like, okay, that's fire. Like, you know, I at least get to see what the fuck they were yapping about. And see, my goal was not really to God damn, Cypher is just you know, it's so funny. I didn't plan on spending money on Cypher, but I ended up getting her like when she first dropped, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, he said it's a good time period for me. Lee boy, you come in for like 3 chats, like you message 3, 4, 5 times, and then you be like, I gotta go to bed, or I gotta go to work, I gotta hit the studio. Bro, you are not. Hello? What's going on, brother? How are you? Anyway, these 10 p.m. to fucking midnight kind of window, it just doesn't. I'm just not vibing with it, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I could. I really wish this was like my time to get more things done, but creatively, and this is just something that I've noticed, I come up with my best ideas in between like 11 a.m. or like 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m. That's like a very optimal window for me of like when I have like my most frequent ideas. I won't say my best, because I think that's just like an allowance thing. Like, I have to allow myself to have good ideas, and sometimes I just don't. So, which is tough, because all the time I really be thinking like, damn, I could get this project done that I really wanted to do, but I just end up not doing it just because I'm kind of in my own head about it, if that makes sense. So, but I'm working on that. I feel like that's something as a creative, like creative people just in general struggle with. So, you know, it's just kind of tough. And I feel like over time I may overcome that, just because now that I'm at the point of just like, oh, I really just am making shit just to make shit. You know what I mean? Like, for a cool minute, I wanted to make things as a career, but I was talking with my brother, and I was even talking to like Plank about this. there comes a certain point where you're like, you're kind of doing this for a bigger picture, if that makes sense. So let me explain. The way I was talking to my brother about this was, oh, hey, you know, you could try this content creation shit, right? Like, it's great. It's a great opportunity. It's fun, really engaging. You get into a lot of cool shit. It's a good way to initiate opportunities for yourself, right? And I was explaining him to, you know, to do your best creative work when it comes to doing stuff like this, because damn, my health bars, because what will happen is you will generate a better resume, if that makes sense. So, and by generating a better resume, even if the content creation shit doesn't necessarily pan out, right? Like, you don't make it as a, you don't get to the point of, oh, I'm doing this full time as a creator, right? Which, you know, happens. A lot of people end up quitting and stuff like that, and that's okay. That shit happens, right? But you have built up a dope ass resume, and you could do all types of shit with it. So really, this shit bigger than you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And ever since I had that conversation with him, it was just kind of like I was speaking to myself a little bit and giving myself advice on where I was at in his position, if that makes sense. So, you know, big shout out to him. So, he, you know, when he starts getting his video shit together, then, you know, I'm like, oh, hey, yo, we got hop on a collab. So, and if there's anybody I would love to make content with, it's my brother, dude. Like, I enjoy making content with other people for sure. When I was actually like actively making content all the time, but if there's one person I'm just naturally like would love to link up with, it's my brother creatively. Like, we could just do all type of shit, because nothing is a dumb idea, you know. And my brother is like new to this, so he really just wants to dive in head first. And I would love to be able to be at the point where I could enable him, because I feel like when I was at that stage, I didn't have the enabling until I met Heavenly, and it just, you know, after that, shit just literally took off until it didn't. So, you know, I owe a lot to him, but also at the same time, the progress that he was making me think like, damn, I really need to get in my bag. And it made me feel self-conscious about a lot of shit, because I was thinking like, I need to be making gigantic steps. Meanwhile, this motherfucker's at like 30,000. I'm at like 3,000. He's at 50,000. I'm at 5,000. So he literally has 10x'd the amount of like work that I was doing and content that I was making, the editing he was doing. It was just different, you know what I mean? And not having that creative influence anymore around me all the time is just so depressing. Like, there's certain people I do talk to about like putting content together and making stuff like that, but they're not on. There's like tiers, right? There's like stages. And I feel like most people I have talked to about like making content are still at the, I don't know what I should name my channel. When really, it's like, I'm so far beyond that stage. Like, it's really just me giving them information and very rarely feeling charged creatively. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just me pouring into other people's cups, but they don't necessarily have anything to pour into mine. Not that they don't, but like, it's just not in their wheelhouse yet, because they don't even understand like what it is that they should be doing to create content in the first place. So if you're spending 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks trying to come up with a name for your YouTube channel, it's like, bro, you are just hop on it. Like, hop in the editor. Like, you're taking too long. Change that shit later. Like, you're thinking about it too much. So anyway, so basically, to go back to what I was actually talking about, it kind of sucks that I only have like that 2 to 3 hour window to create content, right? And with that amount of time, it's really tough, because I'll get on Honkai and it takes me an hour to do my dailies and shit like that. I'll get on Bleach Brave Souls. It takes me 30 maybe 40 minutes to get all my dailies done there, right? Cool, okay. Once I'm done with that, it's like, oh, I'm stuck. Because I got like 30 minutes before I gotta go to sleep. So, and that shit is terrible. I hate it. I hate that shit for me. So maybe I'll get it together one day. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna stop making videos anytime soon. So spending 4 weeks to come up with a name is crazy. Exactly. So I got a homegirl right now who's thinking about like, oh, I want to make a page doing this. I want to make a page doing that. And I really feel like sometimes I feel charged up by that action alone, or I guess that delay of action, because what it does is it kind of instills in me like, remember when you were that guy? Just make shit. Sometimes you have to show people as an example. You know what I mean? You can't teach people by giving them a lesson plan, giving them, actions and deliverables to do by the end of the day, homework assignments, shit like that. Like, that's not you. Like, you can't be the person to do that for them. Like, that's not, you know what I mean? Like, why are you wasting your time when you could be doing your own shit and just showing the work? You know what I mean? But I feel like by showing work, it's a much better way to teach than to just kind of like, oh, okay, like, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. So, and sometimes I need to take my own advice. You know what I mean? Like, I was working this past weekend with Plank on a video he was working on, man. I love to see that Plank is finally, like, jumping into his video bag, right? It only took 15 fucking years, but, we finally got him, boys. We finally got my mans in there making content, right? Thank God. So Plank is coming up with like, we sit in the lab for like maybe a good 2 hours. We are editing just the intro of the Battlefield 6 video that he was trying to make, right? That shit came out chef's kiss. Beautiful, right? So we get done and I'm like, okay, cool. That's just the intro. And he has the ideas running through his head. I can hear it. I can hear it in his voice. I said, all right, I'm getting ready to clock out. I'm going to work, right? This is maybe like 45 minutes before I got to be at work. I get in the car. I hit the freeway. I see my Discord blowing up. Bloop, 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 right? I go and I look, and he's talking about Jay. The footage. The footage is cooked, brother. I'm like, what are you talking about? He sends me a screenshot. That shit looks like somebody took it with a fucking, like, he sent me a screenshot of the video he made. And it's so pixelated, it looks like somebody was trying to prove that the Loch Ness Monster is real. And I'm like, this is crazy because the footage looked good when we were making it. So how is it we got to this point? And it's just another lesson I had to unfortunately teach. He took it way better than I took it when that type of stuff would happen to me, right? So anyway, TLDR, I realized that me helping him put together his videos was charging me creatively, because the first thing I wanted to do when I came home today was I gotta make a video. I don't know what the video is gonna be about. I don't know how I'm gonna put the video together, but a video needs to be made, right? And I was like, damn. So anyway, I come back home, I'm messaging him, right? I'm like, hey, yo, how'd the video come out? Blah, 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 whatever. He says, all of the footage is done. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it's cooked. He shows me that the entire thing, the entire 9 hours of footage looks like that. Looks pixelated as shit. When you pause it though, the still frames looks really, really nice. But then I'm like, damn, man, that's tough. And then so we go through his export settings. I'm like, maybe it's your export settings. Maybe it's not the original footage. 2 hours later, after we're troubleshooting and all this other shit, turns out it is just his footage. That is such a defeating feeling, because it's like, fuck. And my feelings are hurt for him, but he's just like, whatever. Like, he took it on the chin and he's just going with it. Pause, by the way. Sorry, Plank. So he just kind of takes the hit and he's like, fuck it. I'm going to redo it. It's another Battlefield beta coming up this weekend. Fuck it. I'm about to put something together. I'm like, damn, like that's inspiring. Like my boy really, this shit would have deflated me for sure. I would have been like, I'm not feeling it no more. Like I don't even want to do it. So it's just very inspiring to see that creativity in people. And I was even talking to my brother about, why am I talking like I have an accent? It's mostly because of my nose, because I'm sick. I was talking to my brother about some of the videos that he could make. And he was like, he's starting Cyberpunk 2077 for the first time. And I'm like, oh man, there's a ton of content you can make if it's your first time playing the game. Like, yeah, you got to share that. And so he's not really at the point to where he understands that your content, your context of what you're doing and giving people context of what's going on is content. And so I'm trying to tell him, you know, I gave him a homework assignment. I'm like, yeah, you could do this, you could do that, blah, 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 whatever, right? He's like, I'm always sick. Yeah, that's true. I needed to just take me out, bro. I needed to take me out. That's what it is. Like, sick of these bitches. I'm kidding for the most part. But anyway, and that's why I gotta talk like this, because if I talk like this, then it's significantly less nasal. Like you can still hear it, but like if I talk like this, it's a little bit different and it sounds a little bit more serious. So, but it just takes a lot of work to talk like that. Like that shit is, I hate it. So anyway, so I was talking with my brother about the different styles of videos that he can make and stuff like that. And he was talking about, oh yeah, you know, maybe I'll do an IRL stream and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck you doing an IRL stream for? What the fuck? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, for what? Like, what are you even doing streaming? Like, you got to do homework first. Like, you got to make content. You got to make shorts first. Like, what are we doing? And so he's still trying to figure out that process. He'll figure out his own process in his own time. But also at the same time, damn! Oh my gosh, I'm losing so much shit. Anyway, my bad. I was crashing out for a sec. Oh my gosh, no, not another one. Okay, let's see if I get anything good. Anyway, he hasn't developed his style of how he wants to create his videos, let alone the videos that he wants to make. So I'm very excited for him, man. I'm very excited. He's like, Liam Neeson, is that you? No, it's not. Are you aware that I'm buying these tricks? Now is a box of tricks cereal exclusively for children. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very proud to see him finally do that. I wish he would kind of reach out to me more and ask me more like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I develop this? But I don't know where his skill set is at right now. So, you know, he very well could be like way more skilled at his stage compared to where I was. You know what I mean? So you say IRL definitely has to happen after you have a following. True. One of these is actually terrible, and I have no idea which one it is. It's this one. So yeah, I'm very excited to see it. Even like, it's funny because I was talking with Deacon about this too. Like, he's kind of getting in his bag as far as like, because he finally bought FL Studio, like the full version of it, right? And I'm like, oh, dope. Finally, it's about time. And he's discovering that, oh, his remixes can be so much better because of some of the new built-in tools that he hasn't really had access to. Because it's like, oh yeah, if you don't pay for the full version, you don't really get the cool shit. You know what I mean? So, but he said you inserted a component or another component as the same name as the component to undergo overwrite. Yeah, for sure. I don't want that shit. I don't want your throat. I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want another one. I'm allowed to switch. Oh my god, it's giving me bullshit. Please, no. Boundary increase ally target. Okay, by 10%. Alright, whatever. I'll take it. I guess. synthesizer. So my man has been producing without saving for 20 years, basically. He bought that shit now? Yeah, finally. But I mean, you know, they added AI tools and shit in there now. So it's like, it's kind of worth it for him. So I get it. I get it. It makes sense. Not something I would have done, but you know, whatever. And sometimes you don't really know. Sometimes you don't really know the tools that you're missing out on until you're like locked in it. You know what I mean? So. He said no switching of what? No switching of throats is allowed here. Ugh. Ain't nobody said that. Hey, yo. Somebody come get their mans. This guy is sick. Anyway, so TLDR, even though it was too long, I did not read, but we read it anyway. Long story short, your boy is coming out of retirement. Not that I was like fully in retirement. I just was not at a place to where I could effectively make content, if that makes sense. But now that I have a little bit more idea on where I want it to go, the idea of what I want my creative outlet to look like or be, I could fuck with it now. I could fuck with it. So I got like a little My Hero Academia video that I was working on, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's awesome. I love it. Then I have another video that I was working on for Jobless Reincarnation, and I'm very excited for that one because with that one, I'm mostly talking about like my favorite isekais and some of my least favorite isekai tropes. And you guys know, like, if there's one type of anime genre I fuck with, it's isekai. Like some of my first anime of all time were fucking isekai anime. Dot Hack, what is it, Inuyasha. So it's like I grew up off that shit. So, you know, anyway. Yu-Gi-Oh is a reverse isekai, you know what I mean? So instead of going to a different world, a character from a different world comes to our world, and it's like, bro, that shit is cool. So, and the entire world is based off of playing a children's card game. So come on, man, come on, reverse isekai, that's the shit. That would actually be really cool. I think that's a really cool concept for an anime. All right, guys, give me 2 minutes. I gotta grab some water. I'll be right back. OMG, I totally had forgotten about that show. Come on, bro. You know, Grandpa is tapped in. I'll be right back. Gotta go blow my nose. Fuck. Stay. Stay right there. Cash out. Didn't know there was soap in there. Anyway, today marks year 7 of you being subscribed to this channel. What? That's crazy. Thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lee Boy. It's really good to have you guys here, man. I would not know what to do with any of my content if you guys weren't here. Well, I'd still be making it, but, you know, it just wouldn't feel as meaningful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? I will forever be a gooner. Oh my gosh. Good lord. Good kitty. Good lord. Oh, my bad. I forgot I was streaming. Damn. Oh my damn. Oh, not me getting exposed. Okay, anyway. I knew what I was doing, man. Relax. It was all for content. I promise. I swear. This is the component store. Consume fragments to purchase components. Let's go ahead and buy that one. Nope. Wait. Nope. Wait. Actually, hold on. Okay, maybe that one will be pretty good. Stacking up to 120%. All stacks are removed after the scepter attacks. Yes. And then this one is ultimate damage taken by the enemy target by 20%. Oh, it's sold out. Because I already bought it. Dummy boy. So it's funny. Since having that conversation with my brother about like the different types of content that you can make and genre bending content, and he really didn't like understand that until I really put it in perspective of like taking the idea of him doing IRL streaming and stuff like that. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be streaming for very long. I just realized like my voice is hurting because I can't breathe out of my nose. Holy shit. I'm getting old. Anyway, I was trying to tell him about combining genres of stuff to do. And I was thinking about doing a like isekai, almost like fitness video, and doing a solo leveling challenge. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I did the solo leveling challenge for 100 days. And it's basically like taking the regimen from One Punch Man and applying it to solo leveling and making it dailies, right? And then I thought about like doing that. I was like, oh, that'll be like a cool video, but it'll just take so long to make. Oh my gosh. It's just not something I was prepared for. And he just like really did not understand like having to do multiple genres of content at the same time. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, that should be cool. So I don't know. I would have never thought of doing something like that. Shut up, Lee Boy. I would have never thought of doing something like that if it wasn't for that conversation with him. So. Give me a second, guys. I gotta mute up because I gotta open this snack real quick. Eating breakfast like Jin Woo? Anyway, either way, I think it would be a really cool idea to do something like that. And then have like a leveling system and put like meters on the screen and, you know, certain things I level, certain skills that I level up in and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. And I think I need to do it quickly because what's funny is I think this was like maybe 4 years ago. I came up with the idea. Actually, it was either 3 years ago, I think it was. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. And I came up with the idea to do like tier list, but in public, and do like public interview type stuff, but with like anime and video game tier lists. I just thought that would have been so cool. And then I started seeing them shits everywhere. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And it kind of discouraged me because I was like, damn, I came up with this completely original idea. And next thing you know, like the entire internet is already doing stuff like that at cons and stuff like that. And it was like, never mind. It feels like so played out. So I got to come up with more ideas. And sometimes I have to be okay. This is another thing I had to tell my brother. Sometimes you got to be okay with letting ideas go. Like sometimes they're just, ideas are just made to be temporary. And if you didn't capitalize, you didn't capitalize. Let that shit go. Let them be free. Literally, both like do something for free, like no money, no monetary gain, no opportunity gain from it. Just learn from the experience. And sometimes you need to come up with ideas and not do them because they're just, you know, you need to be able to be in a constant like creative flow state. And by stopping yourself from, you know, getting it, like when you get hung up on an idea, it's like you can't do that. So you got to keep those ideas fresh in your head, man. And when they come to you, you have to do them immediately, because what'll happen is the more you do that, it conditions your brain into like, oh, I can come up with another one because you've already done it. So say like you do an idea, you got an idea and it takes you a week to implement it. Well, the next idea may only take you 6 days, or it may only take you 5 days. So get to work. I don't know. Anyway, all this to say, I miss having creative people around me, man. Now I just got a bunch of fucking... The only people I have around me are kind of sheepish, and I really don't fuck with that shit. Not to say that all of these people are sheep, but... Bro, there is just a very severe lack of... Oh, I want to be more than just what I currently am, and... It's just not happening a whole lot, so... Which is understandable. You know, most people, it's like, oh, I got a halfway decent job, like, that's it. So, I don't need to do anything else. It's like, all right, I guess. Like, oh, it pays the bills, like, what more do I need to do? It's like, you need to do a lot. You know, you have a lot to offer the world when you offer it. So... It's just something to do. Why not? Especially if you can gain something monetarily. And let's not act like most people aren't like interested in monetary gain over for a ton of shit. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. And it's okay. Just saying you want to do it for the dollar bills, man. Just then hop in it. But some people like to fake the funk and be like, oh no, I'm doing it for more than just the money. Like, bro, you are lying. So, oh no, one of my favorite SWs just got her lower stomach tattooed, and it looks terrible. Like the tattoo is cool, but yeah, no, now she does not look cool. And she started doing this weird thing where she's like making a ton of spam pages and like using her same videos from her original page and just like AIing a different face onto it. And it's like, bro, are you good? And she even did that with like her fans page, you know what I mean? Where it's like her original videos, but she will now Photoshop like somebody else's face onto her And it's like you're putting out the same content twice, but as two different people. It's like, yeah, you're kind of making a bag. I'm not gonna lie to you, like. So good for her, but like, I'm cool. I think I'm off you. So that's just me, though. Anyway, it'd be like that. As an ethical gooner, I can't support that. I agree. And you know what? I don't mind supporting it. You know, like the original content and stuff like that. But now you're just getting like, this is weird. And, you know, I've only paid for her stuff a couple of times. And I'm like, I don't know. He says sheepish is crazy. I don't know. I feel like some people are contempt. Exactly. And I'm not trying to be like that, man. Life is kind of, every time I try to like break out of this little box of what I deem to be a certain way, life has a way of checking me, bro. Like if I go too far to the left or if I go too far to the right, life has a way of like introducing balance, whether I want to or not. And sometimes it's violent. It is a violent change. And I hate that shit. I hate it so fucking much. Because it's just like, yo, can you just let me vibe? Like, why do I have to go through all this turmoil all the time? Like, why can't I just go through life and like find something and coast on that? You know what I mean? Like, it seems like everybody else is. Or like, why can I not just like vibe out on one specific thing that I like? Like, I can't stay in the same lane forever. And life is just like, nope, you got to move lanes again. You got to move lanes again. You got to move lanes again. Like, this shit is so annoying. Sorry, Brody. But yeah, I hate that shit. It's my least favorite thing about life. So, but, you know, it's only my first time here, and I'm here against my will. So, you know, it is what it is. Maybe next time I'll get it right. On the next life, I'll have more shit put together. You know what I mean? So, what's a SW? Sex worker, bro. She's a hoe. What the hell? He said I got it. Hey, it's too late now, man. It's too late now. She's an OF girl. In my next life, I'll isekai? I hope so. I hope I do too, bro. That would be real nice. I'm about to be doing some crazy shit. My mind will be breaking the quantum realm. My brain will be in different realities. I'm really about to be in the medieval world talking about I'm Professor Xavier. For real, I'm about to be on some crazy shit, man. So, which is funny because in my new video, that's one of the like tropes I hate in isekais, where like the main character is suggesting or alluding or even directly saying that they're smarter than the environment that they live in because they come from the modern world. And it's like, bro, you're doing stupid shit though. So how can you sit here and go through this and tell me that you're smarter than these medieval era peasants and shit, bro? You're making dumbass mistakes. Like, what are you talking about? So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Not from you. No thanks. But you know, it is what it is, man. Maybe one of these days, like one of these isekai animes will really get it together and introduce something I've never seen before. That's what I'm hoping for. Every time I watch a new show, I hope for something that's gonna be something brand new to me that I've never seen before. And I feel like that's already something that's difficult to find. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they'll figure it out. Oh, another one of my favorites is Gantz. Gantz too. I grew up watching that. That shit fucked up my brain. Brody, can I eat my snack, please? Ah, damn. Relax.
Thanks. That feels way better. I'll take it on.
Let's settle this.
He said, I think my Twitch is bugged. Can't see Lee Boy's messages. He's messaging on YouTube. You got to get into manhwas? I guess. The problem with doing that is like, it's the same thing with like getting into like manga reading, right? They're hard to make videos on for copyright reasons, and because then I have to like get into a whole character. I have to edit the videos with like certain music in the background and stuff like that. Those are the type of ways that I would want to introduce that content. You know what I mean? So it's not like I could just read it and then post it online. So, oops, I didn't mean to do that.
You'll pay for this.
Yikes. All right, whatever. We're gonna do 4.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Crush them.
Eternal step. Dead return.
Yeah, and although I would love to see like, I think that's okay. So hopefully this stays between me and you guys, right? When I get more into actually like making my own films and stuff like that, I really want to make something along those lines. And I think I have a way of doing it currently, but I don't have the practical means to make it, if you know what I'm saying. So it's like I have the idea in my head, and I have the idea of how to make it. I just don't have the means to make it. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We should read Solo Leveling for sure.
Nothing major.
Well, if nothing new pops up for tomorrow for me, and by nothing new I mean no crazy surprises in my life or anything, maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
Eternal step.
So I think that might be something fun to do. But I have to keep in mind what the edit is going to be and the live stream is going to be, because the live stream has to be different than the edit. So maybe we'll watch it too. He said I'd be paying to watch those. He said, I mean, wouldn't you be able to just read and post like on Patreon? I guess I could, but I really don't know. I feel like that's something I have to research. Like, what am I allowed to post on Patreon? I be seeing girls posting their whole buttholes on there, so I don't see why it wouldn't be possible to post solo leveling videos. So, you know, like, them hoochies be doing it like, oh, why can't I, you know, all I'm doing is just reading a little manhwa, man. Come on, like, you got a girl with her whole butthole out, man. Come on, let your boy just read some fucking comic books. What are we talking about here? So, but that shit is crazy, yeah. I'll have to look into it tomorrow. But that just adds on to the things that I have to do tomorrow, man, and I'm not looking forward to it.
We've entered the storm.
I am not looking forward to all of the things I have to do tomorrow. Honestly.
Lend me your strength. Found me.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
He said, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think You know, a little booty hole on the website is okay, but oh, we're gonna draw the line at we're gonna draw the line there.
Play session is over.
So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Become reality.
That might not be something that they go for.
Let's settle this.
He said Lorenzo will never know what I'm talking about. Shit behind his back. Ah, yeah, nah, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Terrible. You're a terrible friend. So yeah, plus I wouldn't want to paywall that stuff. So I would like look into like how I can do Patreon subscriptions with like just like very small, you know what I mean? Like $1. But I think Patreon has like this like $5 requirement or some shit. I don't know. And I don't feel like doing the necessary research to set it up properly.
This divine power, I will forge all things.
So maybe I can like get somebody to do it for me. That would be cool, but or at least like figure out how to set it up and they can walk me through it. So I'm sure I could probably Google that shit or find it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like it's probably not a big deal.
Eternal dead return.
Hey. Damn. Something that's so funny is I really have come to extremely enjoy this game, which is what I was afraid of when I first, like before I started playing it and Plank was telling me like, hey, you got to get on this game, you got to get on this game. It's like, you know, you're really going to enjoy it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I know. And I was just kind of putting it off. Now I've been playing this game nonstop. Oh, I used my ultimate and I didn't want to. Fuck. Lies become reality. Now I find myself addicted to this game. I think I spent a couple $100s to get Phanon. I think I spent like 200. But keep in mind, that was a course of over like 2 months. Because I was just like setting money aside specifically because I knew Phanon was coming out. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just do $20 here this day, $20. And then next thing I know, I had like so much stuff on my account, so many gems, that it basically equated to like, I think it was like $320 or some shit like that. Still not enough to get Tribby, Sunday Sparkle, and Phanon. So I think I needed to drop like 1,000. So that's very unfortunate.
You chose the wrong enemy.
And I hate that for me.
Way better.
Star Rail is super fun. Yeah, I gotta play through more of the story. It's the only reason why I got on this today, because I was already playing it. So.
Eternal sleep. Dead return.
You want to take advantage?
I'll see you off. Receive divinity. Repay.
I think Bronya and Luosha were my first 5 stars, actually, now that I think about it. And they are still faithfully holding me down to this day, man. He's my best healer, she's my best support. I love it.
This divine power.
With the god Anaxa leading my team, absolutely. He said, did you see there's 3 team content coming? What? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Explain yourself. Like, you have to have 3 built teams? Please tell me that's not what it is. Please tell me that's not what it is, because I barely have 2.
Eternal sleep is nothing but death.
All right, Lee boy, good talking to you, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
What's the matter?
Oh, I don't have my...
Look, with this divine power, I will forge all things.
3 built teams? Oh my god, no. I'm not looking forward to that. Maybe if I had the Herta, I'd be okay. Domain error? 1 extra cycle count will be consumed. Do you wish to proceed? Losing the battle in the forward plane will still count as clearing the stage. Interesting. Let's do it. Extra cycles insufficient. What? Why even offer it then? Piece of shit. The rewards are banners and icons for your in-game profile. Yeah, I do need a couple of new supports. But that's okay. I didn't even bother summing for Hyacinth when she was... What the fuck? Are you good? When she was available, so... Anyway. So yeah, we'll be alright. No new characters so far. I did get Gallagher leveled up. I got Blade by accident. Bailu. I have Bailu, I have Yukong, I have Ting Yun, Gallagher. What's my homegirl's name? Hanya, she's cool. Misha, I think. Hold on, what do I have him at now? E2.
The one thing I look forward to,
So, Misha's kind of cool.
of course. Rock and roll might be my only true companion.
So, yeah, we got some good supports in here. Not a whole lot, but... And then I need to build... You know what? My last team will probably be a DOT team. We'll probably do, like, Sampo, Moze, Lynx, maybe March. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So... Did I get Archer's Light Cone? Yeah, I think I got... Did I get 2? I think I got 1. Let me see. Yeah, I only got the 1. I didn't get the second one yet. So, do I have enough for multi? I don't think I do. Nope, not even close. So, I could probably spend 20 bucks right now and get it, but I really want to unlock Saber. Saber I really want to get. So, I think they'll be up here for maybe 2 more banners, so I don't necessarily need to spend any more money just yet. Pale is free, Hook is free. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. When they ask in the interview room, I don't know. I want to get one. I need another one of these. Another one of these would be great, because that's how I got Bronya the first time. I think I had 2 actually when I started playing. I got Luosha and I got Bronya that way. So, fire picks, man, fire picks. So, anyway, Lorenzo, I gotta get ready to go, man. I gotta go to bed soon. I gotta start working on some content. I gotta start working on a new team, apparently. So I kind of have something going here, but I have no main DPS, so this is probably not gonna work. So maybe I'll swap Hanya for... Phenon requires too much support, so maybe I'll use Blade. Either Blade or Archer. I feel like Archer is gonna be good for this team. What the fuck? What was that achievement I just got? What was that for? Trigger Hurdo's talent by any single attack. Okay, so it's not that one. Follow Hurdo to uncover the behind Scepter. Call me or her. Trigger 10 unique voice lines when adding characters to your team. Oh? There was a voice line? Really? What'd they say? Hold on.
We can always fight side by side, no matter the time.
So I assume Archer's supposed to say something, but okay, maybe it's remember it's MC. Maybe that's it.
Make sure to keep yourself safe this time, March. And remember, we're all in this together. March, lead the counterattack. I believe in you.
Archer with Cypher? That's a goated duo? Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking maybe Archer, Cypher, and then I need one sustainer.
Great mystery. Let's go hustle for treasures afterward.
I think maybe this might be a good team, but Gallagher, I have to work on Gallagher. I think he's gonna be my next build character. The only problem is trying to build certain characters is just so fucking annoying. So, but yeah. Anyway, I gotta get ready to go, my guy. Thank you guys for popping into stream, man. I gotta go make this content, so I have no idea what it's gonna be on, but we'll have to figure it out, I guess. I want to say thank you guys for all the love and support, man. Especially over the last couple of years, because some of the shit has just been stupid on my part. I'm not gonna lie to you. An actual dummy is running this channel, so, you know, maybe we have to do some reconfiguring and figure some stuff out. So, anyway, man. Lorenzo, take it easy, my boy. Lee boy, thank you for popping in. Everybody else, I'll catch you guys on the next one.